Today on my channel, we are going to be talking trash. Empties, that is. Products I love, products I've used up, products I have repurchased, products I would not repurchase. And these videos, to me, personally, are one of my favorite ones to watch because I can really get information from someone after they have used a product up as to whether they really loved it, what they loved about it, why they loved it. And so I find that once a quarter, once every 3 months, I try to sit down and tell you the empty products that I have used up. However, as I use them up daily, weekly, whatever it might be, I also do show those over on my Instagram. So if you are interested in seeing them kind of more in the moment and a little bit more information, definitely make sure you are following along over there. I'm kind of at a weird lull point right now with fashion. I feel like I've been doing a lot of videos just kind of sitting and talking to you guys and not as much as trying on clothes, putting outfits together. Same thing. I do still do that more daily outfits over on my Instagram. And I do try to remember to upload them here on my shorts as well. But sometimes I forget that and I got to get into the habit of that because when I do upload them, you guys find them interesting. However, we're at that weird point in the year here in New England where I'm not quite ready full in for spring outfits, right? I'm not ready for like short sleeve shirts or open toed shoes or shorts or skirts or things like that. But I am at that in-between stage where I'm going back to where I don't need necessarily always a sweater, a jacket, things like that. It's more like today, like a long sleeve tee with a blazer. This blazer, I have a hoodie that zips into it. It's a part of the blazer. Things like that just right now are transitioning in. So it's really hard to kind of do styling videos for you guys because one day I could be wearing, like I have on now, a blazer with a t-shirt. The next day I might be wearing a sweater with a coat and things like that. So it is very seesaw. And I recently did a video. It's kind of funny that I did this, I'd say maybe 4 weeks ago, going through my winter capsule and kind of like recalibrating it and deciding what were things that I did not use in the winter and what were items that I wasn't going to continue to use in through my winter capsule and kind of condensing it down a little bit. And I did a whole video about that. And now I'm at that stage where I'm kind of needing some of those items that I was like, were moving out of my winter capsule. Like I can wear now jeans that are more like ankle length jeans because I'm wearing ballet flats as that in-between stage. Let me know if you guys would like to see some of my favorite in-between items. Maybe that would be a good idea. I'm kind of just spitballing it here and kind of talking this through. However, my winter capsule itself still is key items that I'm pulling for, but not as much on the side of like the turtlenecks and the heavier items. Also, we recently went on a trip to Las Vegas and we do have a trip coming up soon where we are going to Aruba for 8 or 9 days, something like that. We leave on a Thursday and come back on a Sunday. And so with that, I had recently done a packing video, but I also, after that packing video, had so many questions because I had just taken this great little Amazon like makeup case that I had gotten, and I've been using it since the fall. And I recently did a whole video of what's in that makeup bag because I'll tell you, it makes traveling easier. It's what I grab for every single day. It's what I use every single day. I don't really switch it up that often. Very similar to the capsule wardrobes. I use the same makeup over and over because I figured out what works for me. Now, as the seasons change, some of those items will change in there as well. However, that makeup bag that I showed you guys what's in it is so easy when I'm traveling because I just grab it, put it in there, and I am good to go. I don't know why I just went off on crazy tangents. Let's talk about some trash here, some empties. First thing I'm going to talk about are supplements. I use this every single day. Love it. People love it or hate it. It is the collagen peptides, Vital Proteins collagen peptides. It is 20 grams of protein. If you have trouble, as we get older, we need more protein. If you have trouble getting your protein in daily, you can do this. It is 20 grams per serving. Each serving is 4 level tablespoons. It used to, if you know, you know, it used to come with a scoop in it. I still have a scoop and I just transfer it each time I open a new one. So I do 1 scoop in a cup of hot tea. I'm a hot tea girl. I'm not a coffee girl. And I do that twice a day. And it gives me that little bit extra protein just to bump up my protein and really help as I'm now in my 50s. I want to make sure I'm getting enough of that in. So I do use this. I buy it at Costco. You can get it everywhere now. Next up is something that I'm going to talk to you guys about that I kind of go back and forth, and I think I'm weaning it out. And you can tell because I've only used up 1 of each of these, and it's from the brand Modier, and it is the Trim, which is, it helps to inhibit fat storage, improve muscle tone, and restore youthful skin. I'm going to be honest, the chocolate is so good. And I think mentally, I have done this and been consistent with it, and I have done it where I remember a couple days and then I forget for a couple days, and then sometimes I go off it for a couple weeks. Typically I would use 1 of these a month, and it's been 3 months and I only have 1, so that tells you a lot. I just don't see anything that I'm like, yes, this is what is doing that. So I think I'm going to use up what I have whenever I remember. I know it really probably doesn't help if I'm not consistent, but I'm going to try to use up, I think I have like a half a bottle of each of these in my fridge, and I have 1 extra in my storage area. So I'm going to try and use those up, but I think after that I'm going to take a break from it. I also use the Modier Skin, which is reducing wrinkles, improves skin's hydration, increases skin's collagen content. You know what? You know what's interesting is it does say it increases your collagen, but there is no protein in this as well. I know you can get collagen from other things, but typically most times collagen is also a form of protein. So that's kind of interesting. Never really thought about that. But I'm going to wean these out. They're just okay. They're nothing to write home about. Now we're going to move on to body. Oh, that's funny. I used up 2 of the same scent. I usually try to get different scents of this. This is from the brand Hemp's, and it is their Herbal Body Moisturizer enriched with 100% pure natural hemp seed oil. I have 3 of them. These 2 are the Peach Raspberry Bellini, which is a limited edition scent. And then this one was the Fresh Coconut Watermelon. This one, by the way, I would not use in the winter again. It's a little bit too summery of a scent. This one is good any time of the year. I like a more fruity scent. I will tell you, I have done so many different things as far as I've done body oils, I've done body lotions, I've done different body products. I have consistently used this every single time I get out of the shower. Every morning I shower, and I don't wash my hair in the mornings. But then when I wash my hair also, I usually wash it at night. And when I do, anytime I get out of the shower, I use this all over my body. It has changed the skin on my body. It's so good, and their scents are amazing. You can buy it at Amazon, on Ulta, so many places to grab this. Next, I used up the Necessaire, the body exfoliator in the scent Bergamot. This is a body scrub or a body exfoliator. They make very nice products. I started using their products because of a serum they had that had hyaluronic acid in it, I think it was. And I stopped using it. I'll have to check and see if I have any backups of it. But this was in my shower, and I tended to use the body exfoliator a lot in the winter. I try to regenerate my skin more in the winter because in the summer I'm out in the sun, and it just, I feel like doesn't kind of respond as well. So in the winter I try to really get like my skin in the best shape it can be. This was nice. It was fine. I would not repurchase this. I do like the scent of Bergamot. It is a strong masculine more scent though, herbal masculine, I would say. Most of their products are either non-scented or more of an herbal masculine scent in my opinion. It's like eucalyptus, bergamot, I forget what the other ones are. It's fine. I'm not going to repurchase it. I may have another one. I had bought, when I first got into that serum, I had bought a bunch of sets around the holidays. It was it was a few dollars more than just the serum, and I think it came with this in it. Again, it's fine, but I wouldn't repurchase it. My daily body wash I use is from the brand L'Occitane. It is their shower oil with almond oil, cleansing and softening. I bought this, the pump, and then a refillable one. I actually broke the pump on this one. I have another one, luckily. I broke this. I dropped it when I was doing something. I don't even know. And I think I was getting ready to refill it. But this is what I use with a loofah on my body in the shower every single day. It is so nice. It smells like heaven. And it really just helps to cleanse your skin, cleanse your body, but then also it really helps to moisturize your skin as well. So this, in conjunction with that hemp's, really kind of helps me to get, again, the most moisturized, the most rehydrated skin I can. Next up, I'm gonna keep this in body. It's the Donna Karan Cashmere Mist Deodorant with Antiperspirant Stick. I've said it before, I've said it again. I tried to go to natural. I know it is better for me. However, nothing works like this does. Nothing. It is, I cannot say enough things about it. The only thing I hate is you can only turn it up so far and nothing else comes up, and then you start scratching under your arms with the edges of this. I will say it is on the pricey side for a deodorant. However, the other side of that is this lasts so well. So this, I just cannot say enough good things. I've tried so many of the natural ones, and even back in the day I used to use Secret and, you know, all those type of ones. This blows those away. The last thing kind of for body is I have two of this is my Bacarrat Rouge 540 Extrait perfume, my travel ones. So I had one that just had a little bit left in it that I had finished up. And then when I have been away, I put a new one in. And to be honest, I'll be completely honest, I have been forgetting for some reason recently to put my perfume on upstairs after I put my jewelry on. And so I keep this in my purse. It actually goes in this pretty gold little thing. You slide these in and that's where you can carry it. So I've been putting my perfume on downstairs where my purse is, or when I leave most days. So that's kind of how I went through it so quick. But this is the only perfume I have worn for now 2 years. Mother's Day will be 3 years. I'm telling you, there's nothing like it out there. All right, let's go on to skincare. I will say the majority of my skincare is Colleen Rothschild. I have used Colleen Rothschild, I want to say over 10 years now consistently. With the exception of my Tretinoin, there's not a whole lot else I really use that isn't from this brand. I have had a disc, if you have been with me for any period of time, and you remember my username used to be Lisa SZ09. My code, this is how long I have been using Colleen Rothschild. My code for them is Lisa SZ20 because I've used this for so long. And that will give you 20% off if they don't have any sales going on. They do frequently have sales going on. So the first thing is the Vitamin C Brightening Serum. I love this. I love a vitamin C in the morning. Now in the winter, I have been using the Nourishing Cream version of it, but I had used this up because I did have some left in it. This is a thinner version. The Nourishing Cream is a little bit thicker of a product, but I will definitely, if I could only choose one, I think I would go back to this one, but I do like that one in the winter. I will definitely go back to this one in the summer. Then I used up a set of the glycolic acid peel pads. They actually smell really good. They are the size, the entire size of this container. They are huge. One of these, actually, I don't know how many are in here. It doesn't seem to say on here, but one container of these lasts me forever. I use this 1 to 2 times a week at night. I use it instead of a serum or something like that. Once or twice a week, I wash my face, I double cleanse my face, then I use one of these. I let it sit on for 15 minutes, and then I do the remainder of my skincare. And it really just helps to get rid of any dead skin cells. It helps to regenerate your skin cells. It really helps to exfoliate your face without using a harsh exfoliant. It is just so good. I also use this on the back of my hands as well. Talking about using a exfoliating scrub, but you don't want something that is too abrasive, I usually keep this in my shower. It is the dual enzyme polish. It is a lovely product. You just put it on your skin. You let it sit on your skin. You don't really scrub it right away. You let it sit, and kind of the enzymes in that kind of help to eat away at some of the dead skin cells. And then you use you don't like soak your hands. You just use whatever water is on your hands and you work it in, and it kind of foams up a little bit, and it really helps to slough off any dead skin cells. So this is kind of I usually, when I put the conditioner on my hair, put this on my face, let it sit. After I rinse the conditioner off, then I kind of slough this around. I love it. It is very gentle and very nice for your skin. I used up the hyaluronic serum. It's not a hyaluronic acid serum, it's just hyaluronic serum. I use this in the morning. So one day I use vitamin C, the next day I use hyaluronic, and I go back and forth. I bounce back and forth between the two. It is good to keep your skin kind of changing things up. When you use the same thing every single day, sometimes your skin can get a little bit too used to it. You could layer those on. I find personally that I would rather do every other day and kind of keep my skin moving and changing. I love this. It is so hydrating. It makes my skin feel so nice and just really hydrated. I used up a Mandelic Acid Radiance Serum. I use this, I'd say, every 3 to 4 days, give or take. This, however, is something that I use at night. Let's start with that. I use it after I've double cleansed my face. I use this, I let it sit for a minute, then I go on with my skincare. However, the key part with this, anytime I have a breakout or I feel a breakout coming on, I put a tiny bit of it onto my skin. It is gone by morning. It is crazy how good this is. It also helps with the texture of your skin. It turns over those cells. This one is a holy grail product for me that I don't ever want to go without. Next up, I use the Age Renewal Serum. I use this at night, I would say every 3rd or 4th night. I kind of have this way of doing it where I go through these series of, I use my tretinoin one night, and then I use a glycolic peel pad the next night, and then I use my Age Renewal Super Serum the next night to kind of so I've kind of treated my skin and kind of regenerated my skin. Then I exfoliate my skin. Then I want my skin to kind of settle and heal. And then I use the mandelic acid to kind of help retexturize, and anything that is there after all of that, it just kind of changes the texture. So I use this again in that series of things every 3rd to 4th night. This is so soothing, so calming, so plumping. It is so nice for my skin. It feels like heaven on. I just love this serum. It is just a beautiful, beautiful hydrating serum that really helps to plump up your skin and really get your skin in the best condition it can be. At night, I use 2 of these up. This is the Extreme Recovery Cream. This time when I got one, I ordered the jumbo size one because I do use this. I had previously, we'll see how this goes as summer comes on and spring, use this only in the winter time because it is heavier. I only use this at night. I do not use this during the day, but it is the last thing I put on before I go to bed. So I do whatever my serum is for that evening. Then I do a face oil, whether it's the Retinol Supreme Night Oil or the Face No. 9 face oil, one or the other. And then I use the Extreme Recovery Cream as my last thing. It really seals and sucks everything into your skin. It helps to hydrate and make your skin feel the softest and best it can. This is amazing at nighttime. It really absorbs into the skin throughout the night. Next up, I have used up 2 of my Sheer Renewal Cream. This is my favorite daytime moisturizer. I love, love, love this. I use this every day as my last step to my morning skincare routine. It is heaven. It is so nice. It goes on beautifully under makeup. It does such a great job of really absorbing in well. It doesn't leave a greasy film. It doesn't leave a layer on your skin. It is hands down if you told me I could only keep one of these 2 moisturizers, this would be it. The Extreme Recovery definitely has more hydration and a thicker consistency. This is thinner, but still gives you that great hydration. Last skincare is the Colleen Rothschild Complete Eye Cream. This is my daytime eye cream. This is what I use under my eyes every day in conjunction with those other items I talked about. Just tap it on under the eyes. It does not cause your makeup to settle. It does not cause your makeup to crease. It absorbs in very nicely. It doesn't settle or cause any makeup to settle into fine lines. It is just a beautiful, very lightweight, but very hydrating eye cream that I use every single morning. I already have my new one open and used it this morning for the first time. We're going to transfer over into makeup, but kind of into that skincare realm still, because I use it at night with my skincare, is the new lash serum. I actually snapped off the, what is this called? The lid, I guess, because I was like trying to get the last of it out and really like twisting this piece on there, and it snapped it right off. But I was at the end of it, and so I just kept using the little wand and got every little last bit of this out of there. This is my go-to absolute favorite, hands down. I have not used anything else in probably 4, maybe 5 years. It is the new lash serum. It is a lash strengthening serum. It does not make my eyes red. It does not irritate my eyes. I have no issues with this whatsoever. So the last thing I do, again, after all my skincare, is I put a line of this at my lash line. It is so good. My lashes have never looked better. I just can't say enough good things about this. Next up, I love these. I love them. I have them all over my house. I love them more. I mean, they do a good job at night, but I love them more for just like a lip balm, but I also hate that it's in a pot. Anytime I see the gift sets around the holidays, but I also have the larger ones. I have one by my back door in case I'm walking out the door, and it's also in my kitchen. I have one in my living room. I have one at my desk. I have one in my purse. I have one by my treadmill. I have one at my vanity. I have one with my skincare. Like, I love these little ones because you can just scatter them all around. I also have one at my bedside. So I love these. Some of them, as I mentioned, are the full-size ones. This was a great one. I think they call it Gummy Bear. Laneige Sleep Lip Mask or Lip Sleep Mask. Don't remember the exact name of it. They are so good. My favorites are Cotton Candy, which is like a swirled one, the grape or gummy bear, and then there's a pink one. I forget what they call the pink one. It's not the original one. It's a different pink one that I love. Those are kind of my favorites. The mint chocolate one, I was shocked at because it was more mint than chocolate, and I thought I was gonna have too much of a chocolate thing. But again, you get to try all the different ones when you find the little set. I think they might still sell the little set on their actual site, but I think that was the only place I had seen it. I generally just grab it during the holidays when I see it. Next, I'm going to talk to you about my lashes we were already talking about. This lash combo is my go-to lash combo for, well, since this mascara came out. I want to say it's been 2 years. It may have been 3. I love it. I use the Urban Decay Subversion Lash Primer first every single time. Just put a light coating that on. This also is a lash conditioner. So that also, in conjunction with that new lash, when you put this on before you put a mascara on, really helps to condition your lashes so you're not getting that mascara directly onto the lash and then kind of causing more breakage or dryness or things like that. And then I use the Tartelette tubing mascara. Again, this in conjunction with this, in conjunction with the new lash, is heaven. This is a tubing mascara, so it actually creates little tubes on your lashes that make them feel and look very long, very lengthened. They hold a curl great, and it is just an amazing mascara. It's so easy to remove. It doesn't flake, it doesn't transfer, no issues with it. Comes in a purple tube. However, recently, I have backups of these because I don't ever want to go without it, but recently, first on QVC and now at Tarte themselves at their own site, haven't seen it at Sephora Ulta yet, is called the Tarte Tartelette XL, which is a bigger, fuller version. It's actually what I have on today. For me, I will say the difference that I notice is it is a wetter, glossier formula. This is more of like, not a matte black, but more of your true black. The new one is very glossy looking. The new one also is a little bit more difficult to get off. Like you really have to use some warm water to get that off. They do not just come off with a cleanser. You have to use warm water and you just gently kind of loosen them up and it comes off in the tubes. But these two are just amazing. If you haven't tried this combo yet, you are missing out. It is so good. As I mentioned, I don't really switch up my makeup that often anymore, which is mind-blowing to me. I couldn't tell you the last time I used up makeup products. Like I used to have so many mascaras open, so many concealers, so many powders. Like I didn't use things up. And now I have found what works for me and I don't change it up that often. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This bad boy, I have gotten every bit out of it I can, short of sticking some water or something in there. There is nothing left in this thing. Now, I never liked this concealer. Again, on my over 40, now over 50 skin, I found that it was like too much product, too heavy. And I learned a few things. One, I was using the wrong color in this, which was key. Two was you need the smallest amount of this for under your eyes. Other places you can use a little bit more, but you only need a tiny bit. And the color I use, just if you're interested, is light medium honey. I think I was using like medium light something, beige maybe or something. I don't know. Ever since I started using this, this works amazing for me. I use it to kind of contour my face a little bit, just use it as a little bit of a highlighter and under my eyes. So good. So good. I'm so glad I realized that. As I mentioned, I used to not use up makeup very much. So this is my everyday. It's not what I have on right now because I'm recording. When the lights are on, it's better to have a foundation than to have something like this. But this is 99% of the time when you see me on Instagram stories and things like that, this is what I have on. It's from the brand Color Science. It is the Sunforgettable Total Protection Face Shield Flex Broad Spectrum SPF 50 Sunscreen, tinted in the color medium. So good. It actually comes out white. You can see it a little bit. It comes out white and then it actually warms or heats up or does some sort of magic that it then blends into your skin. Oh my gosh. I started using this consistently daily during the summer because I would wear it to the beach. And when I came home in the fall, I just kept going with it and I'm so glad I did. I love it. And I really feel like my skin's in a better condition because I'm not using a foundation every single day. It's just a tinted SPF. It is so nice. It feels so great on your skin. Then I also used up a MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the color medium. I just got it all down the front of myself because there are little, you know how powder gets those little things all over. This product, I do not do well with MAC foundations, liquid foundations. Their powders I've never really had an issue with. And this Mineralized Skin Finish Natural is a tinted mineral powder that has a natural finish to it. Again, whether I'm using that Sunforgettable Flex Shield from Color Science or my foundation, it's what I have on today with my foundation. This is what I use to set my foundation. It stays all day. It has just this beautiful property to it that really makes your skin look like it isn't matte or dry. It just has a beautiful reflective property to it, but not like a glittery, sparkly or anything like that. It just gives you what you want your skin to look like. Healthy, pretty, supple. It is so good. I absolutely love this. It's great for touch-ups or great for using it as a setting powder, or you can use it on its own. If you don't want to use a tinted SPF, try this just on your own. It is beautiful. Rounding things out with Haircare. All right, first thing is It's a 10 Miracle Shine Spray. They have since changed the packaging. This is when it used to be aluminum. Love, love, love this. I have used this for many years. It is what I use. So in the morning, I don't generally do a lot to my hair right away, but when I wake up after I'm done my skincare and things, I will take this and spray this onto the brush, not onto my hair. And then I brush my hair out to get rid of any tangles. It also helps to keep that shine in there and make it feel great. And it reduces the breakage because it's not running through the tangles. The shine spray actually helps it to kind of break any tangles up without breaking the hair. It smells like heaven. It is so great. I literally have tried other shine sprays. They don't work the same. So many of other ones that I have tried actually, like, it settles into my hair and it kind of just makes my hair look and feel greasy. I've got a lot of hair, but I have very fine hair, and it just can really weigh my hair down, and this one does not do that. Also, a lot of ones I've tried end up, like, when you pump it, like, end up being like this weird direct, like, it's not a mist, it's like a full force. This is always just this light mist, and it's perfect. I absolutely love this. I will never go without this one. Next up, I have a trio of products that I always use. This is, I would say, 90 to 95% of the time when I wash my hair, this is what I use. It is the Monate IR Clinical Thickening Shampoo, Conditioner, and the Hair Thinning Defense. Now, here's a couple key things. Is one, this is so good. It really just gets all the, I don't wash my hair but twice a week. And it really just, at the roots of my hair and at the base of my hair, it really cleanses my scalp. It keeps my scalp healthy, which helps my hair to continue to grow and to be healthy and to look good and to be strong and not to have as much breakage. As we get older, our hair does naturally thin down a little bit. Again, it's that not producing enough collagen. And I have found that this works for me to help keep my hair growing, healthy, strong. Your scalp is just as important, if not more so, than your ends as far as making sure you keep your hair strong. So I use the, what is this called again? Hair Thinning Defense. I actually use this on the days where I wash my hair, and I put it right at the crown. I put it down my part, and then I put it at my two other parts because it depends on where I'm parting my hair, and then down at my hairline. And then you really just take it and rub it in and really work it in, and then use a brush and go through it. And these three products together, I have been using for quite some time. I love them. I love how my hair feels after them. And they've really just helped with not just keeping my hair healthy, but keeping my scalp healthy, which keeps my hair fuller, healthier, longer, all of those things, continuing to grow and not having any issues, which as I'm getting older is super important. So I just continue to do this in order to keep my hair on the right track. Since we're talking about that, similar to some other things, I keep two of these at all times going on. This is from Monate. It is the Rejuvenique oil. It is a hair oil. I have two of them. I swear this packaging should be gold because I call this stuff my liquid gold. Every night after I'm done my skincare, I take a pump and I do 4 drops of this, and I take those 4 drops and I just go on the ends of my hair, and then I take 4 drops again, but I put it on my fingertips and I go in at my scalp. Again, oils, very similar to your face. If you have oily skin, you don't want to dehydrate your skin because it just makes it produce more oil. With your scalp, if your scalp gets too dried out, it's going to overproduce oil, which is going to cause your hair to be oilier. So 4 drops is nothing. So I put it on at night at my roots, which helps to break down the dry shampoo. Trust me, I've got a lot of dry shampoo on my hair that has built up, and just helps to keep my scalp healthy. So I just put those 4 drops in, and I go from the crown to the base of my forehead. I just kind of work it in, go to bed. When I wake up, it is not oily. It has soaked in. It has broken everything down. It keeps my ends healthy. I love this. I also will say about once a month, I take, I don't even know how much of this, tons of pumps. I literally just take a whole pump and I go at my hair part. I cause another part. I go all over and saturate my roots, and then I work it down through my ends, tie it up. For some days I do like a half hour. Some days I sleep with it at night and wash it out the next morning. It's an oil treatment. Again, an oil treatment, and oil will break down all of that dry shampoo, products, hairspray, pollution in the air, things just around you, dust particles, any of that. It really breaks all of that down and gets rid of it. So then when you wash your hair is actually getting cleaned all the way down to the scalp and to the hair follicles. So important. I do that probably once a month. I do an oil treatment on it. It is so good. It is better than a hair mask. It is game changing for your hair. If you have not tried this, try it. Trust me, so good. I know that sounds super scary if you are not an oily person or if you think your hair is oily, but just give it a shot. Then I used up one of my Dry Bar Hot Toddies. It's a heat protectant mist. I use this, I have a big one I'm at the end of too. I use this anytime I'm going to curl my hair. You don't need a lot of it. One of these lasts you so long. I literally just do a quick spray, and a quick spray, and then I curl my hair. You don't need a lot of it, as I mentioned. However, it smells amazing. It works great. I've tried a ton of different heat protectants. This one does not make my hair too wet, because when my hair gets too wet, I feel like I'm frying it when I'm curling it. This just has a light mist to it. It is just so nice. Then the last thing, Living Proof Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. I feel like a broken record on this one. I love it, love it, love it. I use it. So I keep the smaller size one up in my bathroom where I do my skincare and things, and then I keep a bigger one down where I do my hair and things. So what I do with this and how I use my dry shampoo, since we're talking about all of these, is I spray this on my hair in the morning after my skincare, but also before I am going to work out. And then after I work out, I will brush it through, work it through. You got to shake it up really, really good. I tend to mostly just put it at my crown, through wherever my part is, and through the sides. Tends to be my everyday, but I love, love, love this. Again, I have tried so many different dry shampoos, and hands down, this one blows it away. It does not make your hair, if you want your hair to feel gritty, this is not the product for you. This makes your hair feel like you have just washed it. Now, I will say after 4 or 5 days of using it, sometimes when I'm being super lazy, it does have the grit to it. No white cast, no anything. It is the best dry shampoo I've tried. Hands down, no other competition out there. So those are all of my empties. I hope you enjoyed going through my box of trash here with me and seeing what I have loved. As you can see by watching this, I do tend to now not have a lot of items that I haven't repurchased or that I don't love. I would say the trim, the Modier stuff is the only thing that I really wouldn't repurchase now, because I just I'm gonna see if it makes a difference. The Necessaire body scrub, I wouldn't bother to repurchase that. I feel like there's other things that are just as good out there. And that is everything. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have questions on any of the products I talked about here, because I know I gave a lot of information and you may have a question on it, please put a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. And let me know if you enjoy Empty's videos as much as I do. I can put my previous one up here as well for you if you are interested. We are going to get back on track now that it's starting to get a little bit nicer with some clothing things. And as I mentioned earlier, I was spitballing a little bit with some ideas, so I'm going to go write those down and think of them and ways to do